Welcome on in. You are cordially invited to the pumpkin patch, and I appreciate you all coming by. It is such an honor. Let's see. What's been happening? Oh, not really much. I'm kind of planning for October, trying to figure out which horror game I want to play. I have Bendy, but I don't know if I have the full series or just the starting bit. Oh no, I have the second Bendy, not the first Bendy in the Ink Machine. So I have Bendy. What was it? Was it Bendy the Dark Revival? Not Bendy, Bendy in the Ink Machine. So I don't got that. I do have Call of Cthulhu, which I will be playing the classic Call of Cthulhu. Hopefully it won't kill my computer. What else? I have Alan Wake, and I did play that in the past, but I don't know if I want to play that again. It was a fun game. It's just I wasn't really vibing with it too much. We have another Call of Cthulhu. Should I just do the month of October to doing like the 3 Call of Cthulhu games that I have? I might do that. That might be fun. Then to finish it off, like some Subnautica. Or should I save some? I think I'll save Subnautica to do for when I reach affiliate. Maybe in like a Donathon welcome to affiliate thing, and I'll do Subnautica. Probably not 100% first stream, but get as far as I can. Because remember, I'm horrified of the ocean, and yeah, I don't know what to do with that one. I also have Vampire Bloodlines. I have Viscera Cleanup Crew, Vermintide. I think I'd want to do a collab, which I don't know who the hell I'd collab with. I have ideas of people who I'd love to collab with, but let's be honest here. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, let's collab. A random pumpkin on the internet that I've seen in my chat talk way too much and probably say some heinous things, or not heinous, but said some just down bad things about me in my own chat. So probably not the best idea. I have Surge, which it could be fun. Tomb Raider. I have Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered, which might be fun. Subnautica Sub-Zero. Quest of the Dead, which wasn't really a horror game. I don't know why it's on this list. Ring of Pain, which is just a weird one. Scorn. I'll be honest, I'm not really interested in playing Scorn. I was really excited for it when it first came out and looked really interesting, and then I realized, oh, this is just an art piece. This isn't a game. This is just like an art piece. It looks amazing. It's very H.R. Giger inspired, and I love that art style, but it is not a game. This should not be a game. This should just be like an art piece. Scare Ritual, maybe. Solstice? What is this one? I see an attractive woman in armor. I'm instantly interested. What is this game? Hack and slash Space-tastic fighter action. There is a woman in armor in it, so that goes on a future list. Not quite right now list, but it goes on a future list. I I have Inscription, which I already played through, but I might do no, I don't really want to do a second playthrough of that. Uh, Inscription was definitely like first time playing through type thing. Bioshock, Beacon Pines. What was this? Trauma. Yeah, this is the submarine game. Might be interesting. What's this one? Banishers. Ghosts of New Eden. Looks like an interesting game. Action RPG where you design this where your decisions carry dramatic consequences, torn between honoring your oath of living and saving your departed partner. How far will your love go? This feels like a very long game. I don't know if I want to do that. It'll probably go in the list of games that I'll play eventually. I have a very long list of games in my library because I've been subscribed. I'm not subscribed. I've been on Humble Bundles subscription service for a while now, and I just have gained so many games. House of Ashes, Little Hope. So I do have some of the Dark Pictures anthology, which I don't know. That seems more like a movie than anything else. So I kind of doubt I'd do that. Dead Cedar. What is this game? Explore the halls and travel deeper into Vincent Estate. Everywhere it lurks. Father is coming home. Strange. It's a free to play. Don't remember why I haven't though. Oh, it's because it was by Zeekers, the guy who made Lethal Company. They have a lot of weird games. A lot of them for free. Welcome to the Dark Place. No, they have another one. Planned to release October 2025. Oh. I might play that then. It looks like a click. It looks like a click in. It was a click adventure, like really old games, which might be a fun thing to do. It steals the upturned soundtrack, Dead Cedar, Lethal Company. Lethal Company might be fun, but it would just be me. So I don't know how interesting that would be. I have Aliens Fire Team, 20 Minutes Till Dawn, Dead by Daylight, Killing Floor 2, and Killing Floor 1, Dark Tide. What else? Chipotle. Chernobyl Light. Complete edition, which I played a little bit of that and it looked interesting. Has some fun stuff going on with like time stuff. I never really got really into it, but I just played the first bit and it looked fun enough. Descent. What the fuck is this game? Descent 2. An online social deduction horror game inspired fear as the infected, play detective as the innocent. Inspire fear as the infected, play detective as the innocent, and create mayhem as the cursed. Trapped with your friends and strangers who can trust who will escape. Oh. Oh no, now I remember this game. Yeah, I think this is a game that I saw a few people play, and it was strange. Definitely strange. It follows the same kind of process, not process, the same theme as like the monster type games of like I have a group of friends, one of them's a monster, and I need to figure out who we need to figure out who's who and kill that monster before while we try and escape. And either we either win by killing the monster or we win by escaping. So the monster needs to try and kill us in that time frame. I have Black Mesa, which could be fun. I think that one's a fairly short game. I could be wrong. Children of Silent Town. I thought this was a multiplayer. Atmospheric point and click adventure puzzle. Children's Silent Town is a dark adventure game that tells the story of Lucy, a girl grown up in a village in deep in the forest, inhabited by monsters. People disappearing is nothing uncommon here. And this time Lucy is old enough to investigate her own on her own. Or so she thinks. I like the art style. It's very Don't Starve inspired. Though it does, looking at it, it actually does look like too simple. Like Don't Starve has a very simple art style. This one, instead of like having a mouth or anything else, it's literally just eyes. And I really don't like how they do some of these characters actually. That like it looks good, but it's like it feels like they cut it down way too simple. They went for a very simple art style, but went way too simple for some reason. It's very positive in both overall and recent reviews, so that's could be good to hear. I have Peak. That'd be a good idea to do like a chill time doing Peak. A solo run of that. Beacon Pike. Was it Pike? Was it Beacon Pines? That one might be an interesting one, but it is very talk heavy. So I would need to like read out a lot of things, and emotional. Ooh. It might be fun though. Yeah, it's more of a visual novel. So I don't know how well that one's gonna work either. Let's see. I have Control. I can play Control. I have Dark Sector, which I don't know what Dark Sector is. A third-person action shooter thrusts the player into a sci-fi flavored nightmare scenario set in a post-Cold War era. When did I get this game? This dude has like a chakram. And has like the helmet from what was it? Killing Floor. Or not Killing Floor. No, that is just Excalibur from fuck, what was it? That's just Excalibur from why am I blanking? Space Ninja game. What was the name? Fuck, it's free to play. Warframe. Yeah, that's literally just Excalibur from Warframe with another weapon from Warframe. Is this just a Warframe clone? Just saying, but I do have a creative page if you like my remarks in this game. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is the most recent negative post by the Dark Phantom. I'm not going to sugarcoat sugarcoat things. I'm going to get straight to the point. Dark Sector is almost definitely the most boring game that has ever played in my gaming career. It's only took me 20 minutes to feel incredibly bored, drowsy. An additional, what was it, 47 minutes were spent in the game because I was trying so hard to force myself to progress further. I wanted to give this game a fair chance, and turned out that nope, I could not subject myself to more of what I was going through. More what I was going through. The game starts with a level that is drenched in washed out visuals and which for some odd reason, which immediately goes away as soon as you turn post-processing off, because it is either flashback nor dream sequence, and this continues. As you continue, you will notice usage of dead and depressing colors in the environment, which might, what was it? You'll notice dead dressing colors. Notice usage of might fit the setting, but surely not pleasant on the eyes, especially after that intro. Oh god, this guy drew a novel. Too long, didn't read. Simply put, there's nothing in this. There's nothing in that would make me want to keep playing. It never goes beyond generic cover shooter, which improperly utilized gimmicks becoming utterly boring as a result. Now, and a friend of mine said, to start, I got this game for free a week ago. Summary, was a 2009 third-person shooter with some issues, tech issues, UI only. This looks like a rip from, like, it looks like they ripped assets, like they couldn't figure out. No. Are you excited for the spooky month? I am always excited for spooky month. Spooky month is my favorite month out of the entire year, though that does mean I will have to run away from all the trans girls before they try and do things to me. Pumpkins are not safe during October. Spooky month is when I come alive. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Wait, what happens with pumpkins? If you're of age, look up, what would it be? Pumpkin trans girl memes. And that'll explain everything pretty quickly. It's kind of a meme, that, well, I can explain most of it. It's kind of a meme that, on October, or during October, trans girls like to often use pumpkins in sexual ways. Yes, that's what we'll go with. Yeah, no, it's become, so it was a meme. I think it was like originally a post of something. Yeah, exactly. So originally I think it was like someone posted about like, oh, haha, I did this to a pumpkin, and or I'm gonna do this to a pumpkin, and then it just kind of kept going and going and going. They had their way with pumpkins. Yes, that's why I hide during the month of October from all my trans friends and all the trans creators. I will be making bits and making jokes of that the entire time of October. So just be warned. I will probably probably write out like a diary in my Discord of like day 1 of October. My friend Jimmy, he was taken away by the trans girls. I'm never gonna see him again. Something like that. I might have something like that on my Discord server, and I'll probably post it in random places. Not Jimmy, indeed, not Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. His orifice will never be the same again. But yeah, I was just talking about what was it? Different games that I have that I might play for October. Ooh. I have a good game I can play for October. Jimmy will never be the same. Jimmy has turned into a cream pumpkin pie. Take that as you will. But a game that I found that I just remembered that I have, In Sound Mind. That would be amazing. I'll probably play that for this October as well if I have time. I definitely want to kind of set by. What was it? I want to set time to like focus on this game because it is so fucking good. I love this game and I have not played it yet. Why do I love it? Because I've seen so many people play it and the visuals are insane. I love it. Love it. I want to finish Amnesia, The Dark Ascent. I'm not touching Amnesia. I do have it. I'm not touching it though. I also have Amnesia, The Bunker, which again might be interesting in the future, but I'm not really interested in it. Started a few Octobers ago, never finished it. Okay. I see what you mean. Apparently Atomic Heart is also a horror game, which I don't think it is, but okay. I'll add that to a list probably past October that I'll play. GTFO. Oh, Indigo Park I can probably play in like a stream, and that'd be pretty quick. I hate leaving games unfinished. Yeah, I do the same. I feel the same way, though recently, as of late, I've kind of gotten into the habit of leaving games unfinished, just because I feel like most games, like I'm currently playing Dredge, like that's what we're going to switch to in a moment. Was it? But Dredge, for instance, that's a long game. And I'm probably not going to finish it all in this month. It'll probably take a few months. Dredge is a good fishing game. Yes, I've been loving playing Dredge. Will I finish it all this month? Probably not. I'll probably switch to something else. But I also have to play, what was it? Dark Souls 3 as well. It's because I've started that game. Well, I just started. I haven't got too much into it yet. What other games have I done? Oh, Helldivers I've done recently. But I don't know. I kind of want to keep it light and just kind of go with what I'm liking at, what I like at the moment. Just because I feel like if I get too stuck in it, I'll get tired of the game and not want to stream anymore. So I'm trying to keep it a bit more light, bit more upbeat, bit more bouncing around with different games I want to play. And I'll finish them off in time. I also have left Subnautica unfinished. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on playing any of the Subnautica games until I hit affiliate. I have a extreme lassophobia, and I figure if I do a dono stream or a welcome to affiliate stream, playing those, I feel like people would like that. I'd be horrified, but people would like it, probably. I hope. Oh, Secret World Legends. I keep forgetting about this game. It was an old MMO that was very eldritch horror themed. That just kind of never got all that popular. I'm pretty sure the servers are shut down now. It's interesting yet somewhat complicated, not a casual play game. Games. Vibes are great. Its setting and story, playing through. Pulpy action horror movie. However, the biggest issue is that the gameplay itself The combat in the game is not interesting. Combat animations, very basic. Fights. Yeah, it's an old game. I was pretty far in Subnautica, but apparently my file got corrupted because I tried to progress the story too fast and recently picked it up again. Oh, that's horrible. And plus, Subnautica is also one of those games that is not small. It is not a small game by any means. And having to replay that, fuck, that would be horrible. Is Secret Worlds like still? Is Secret Worlds still a actual MMO? Like I thought the servers got shut down. Haven't played this game in years. Apparently, one mission in a mile. Miles I couldn't get past. No for. Log in today, and I haven't played since 2021. And surprised to see my character still. There's no deletion. Oh, cool. Oh, that's interesting. There's no deletion for their characters. You have to take your time, gather materials. Take a long time to gather materials. Yes, you can. Yes, it does. I suppose if you want to like game it, you could probably push through quickly and probably break something in the game. God, Secret Worlds is... So Secret Worlds was a MMO that I was really interested in back in 2000 something. It says release date 2017, but no, it was released way earlier than that. But I was really interested in this game when it first came out, just because of how the eldritch horror aspects of this game and the feel of it. Because you actually have to solve puzzles to actually figure stuff out, and that was interesting. And it's set in like a modern world. So I was really interested in it, but I never really played too much of it just because I'm not an MMO person, which is kind of sad. I kind of wish I played this when it first came out. Let's see. I can't tell if this game's still online or not. Discussions. Steam launch information. 2007. I play Secret World Legend on Steam. When Secret World launches on Steam, July 3rd, we'll be able to download Steam version client game right there. Funcom client play all versions. So they're not giving me any information. Publisher sale, anniversary events, open weekend. Huh. This game still has like a thriving community. I should play this. Yeah, it's because it's not getting like updates, but no, it still is getting update. It was getting updates since 2020. I think anniversary, winter events, sales, anniversary. Yeah, it looks like it was I think its last update was it March 19th, 2020. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Howdy. Welcome on in. I'm currently looking at an old game that haven't seen in a while. Been a while. I think so. Got this. Magic Savvy Stick. Well. Oh yeah, we first met from Darktide. Welcome on in. I appreciate you dropping by. Darktide, yeah. I'll probably be playing that soon because I do have the new. I felt like it's been forever. It's almost been a year since I've started streaming. Surprisingly, I know, and I'm actually starting to get my own PNG. I just need to wave down the artists that I'm going to be not contracting, commissioning for it, so I'll actually be able to see my face and not this not see my face, see my character. That's correct. Instead of this Etsy one that I bought. Nice. Still around. That's wonderful to hear. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you coming by. I'm commissioning a new OC from an artist starting with a ref sheet. Ooh, that's really cool. Yeah, I got to get ref sheets of some OCs that I have, or an OC that I have that hasn't gotten any art yet, and I'm kind of sad about it because I think most of my big OCs and most of my big OCs have gotten some type of art, but this is the first one that hasn't had it in a while. To be fair, I created them like while I was in a rough spot where I couldn't like pay for anything, so yeah, it makes sense. First time ever first time ever getting a commission. I'm gonna be species called, was it Colaspin? I'm gonna Google that. This was Google asked me, did you mean clothespin? Oh, yeah, I've seen these guys before. They're really cool. Yeah, I've seen that furry species before. Uh, they're really cool. I've actually thought about making a character for that. Also, I should probably start the game, or I should probably get into the game so I can actually, get out of just chatting. Let me transition over. There we go. And now to edit. Here. Reg. Storage. Done. There we go. Clawed spin, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember hearing about that species, and they're really cool. Ooh, good game. Yeah, I've been wanting to play it on stream for a while, just because it's a chill game that I can not really turn my brain off to, but I can do it. Fucking hell, it just looks beautiful. Look at all this. Love the art style in this game. I hate that it's in the water. It's because I am extremely claustrophobic. But I love the look of this game. It is so amazing. Needs repair. Pick up that, and I think I have another one out here somewhere. Ooh, glowy. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that specific Sona species has what was it? They don't have eyes, and they're very open species. Oh god, grotesque mackerel. Corrupted scales. What was it? Erupted scales, bulbous eyes, nothing you've ever seen before. Yeah, that looks horrifying. I don't like it. No eyes and magnetropsic. I listen. I when I went to high school, I went to what was it? American public school. You're lucky I can read. That was, what the fuck was that? Oh, it's a shark. Magneto, like in a villain. Oh, then reception. Magneto. Magneto's perception. They can perceive magnetic fields, I'm guessing. I didn't know that part. Where's my... Oh, there it is. That's really cool. I didn't know anything about that. I think the only thing I really knew about them is they're long, they're gangly, they're very an open species, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. They don't normally have eyes, but you can mate, you can have them have eyes, you can do a lot. I'll be honest, I quite like species like that, because I don't know, the ones that are like super restrictive, where it's like you only have this, this, and this, always seem kind of like, why you... Like, I kind of get it. Yeah, very open, unstable DNA, so you can say fuck it and do whatever you want. Yes, you can pretty much do whatever you want with those. And I kind of like that more than like the ones that have like a lot more rules to them. To be fair, the ones that do have rules, people like those ones because then you kind of have a theming. You're less like, oh, you have something to go off of. You're not like as stuck in your way or stuck in like development hell trying to figure out how to do what you want. Was that thunder? Was that lightning? Making Arcreator? Arcador? That sounds like a Pokemon. I should probably turn off my music. What is that? Oh. They're kind of like Cyber Nubi or Nubis. Or Jackal. Cyber Jackals? I actually really like how they look. They don't fit my aesthetic, but I very much like it. When can I book my next appointment to come in your ear, daddy? First of all, if you call me daddy again, I will time you out. Because that word gives me was it the extreme? You ever see like what happens when a spider like dies? That's how I feel whenever I hear the word daddy or someone, whenever that word happens in a sexual sense. Dr. Zeus. Is father suitable? Sure, father works. You can call me father, mother, parental figure, pumpkin that never leaves past October. It's the first playthrough of Dark Souls 3. That was the first thing you said here. You were here during my Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Okay, father busts a hard nut in my ear. This isn't that type of site. If you want more kink, I'd recommend either going to Joystick or the Blue Twitch. If you're of age. If you're not of age, don't go there. Acrudor. Oh, that's the species of the your Acrudor. Makes sense. I like the Egyptian theming of them, though they don't really fit my own aesthetic. Theirs is very like long and gangly. Well, I want to swing by. Happy to see you around. Got to work 6.5 hours. In like 6.5 hours. No, 7.5. No worries. Sweet dreams. I appreciate you stopping by. It's lovely to see you again. If you do have time, I'd appreciate if you could stop by again, but if you can't, no worries. I'll be here. I'll probably be streaming more constantly. Just because I'm trying to stream whenever I can instead of having a set schedule. Hope to see you again. I'd love to, and hopefully I'd have more time next time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be streaming this weekend around 10-ish. It just kind of depends. So, if you have time then, drop by. I'd appreciate it. Whenever you can, I'd argue is better. I enjoy it, hon. Yeah. For the last month, I haven't been streaming just because I've been starting a new job, getting used to that stretch. Fine. Someone's finally used the channel points. Ow. 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 Same new job recently. Yeah, it's interesting. Adjusting to a new schedule and not being nights all the time is definitely something I gotta deal with. There we go. There we go. I did my stretch. I'm a proper streamer now. Same new job recently. That's good to hear. Or I hope they're paying you more, and I hope it's better hours. Anyways, go to bed. If you have work tomorrow, go to bed. Let's see. What else do I need to do? Fishmonger. I can probably get a new efficient one. Yeah, I got 800. I'll get another crab boat or crab cage. Let's see. All right, have a good night. See you soon. All right, be safe. Have a wonderful time, and try not to strangle people at your job. Unless your job is to strangle people, which, fair enough, go ahead. Hop off. Do what you need to do. Yeah, in general, for my milkshake brings all the boys to the docks, it's more like my fish bring all the boys to the docks, and they keep saying, what was it? Dagon the, what was it, fish one? Innsmouth? The mouth of Innsmouth? Something like that? Warehouse. How dare you? My ex was so shrimpy you'd mistake her for a sushi shop. You know what? For some reason, I can actually picture that, which I don't know how that works, but you know what? Pop off. Let's see. There we go. But I do have other plans I'm going to be doing. So I am getting a proper PNG for my, not model, for my OC VTubing creation. Yeah, we'll be having a proper PNG for them. And I'll also be having a new character show up, which is the Chimera, or Chimera Jax, which is, in simplest terms, is just a persona that I made that I wanted to use for streaming, just because I like the way they look. And that means I don't have to, like, make a secondary armored version of my pumpkin or my Doulahan, which works out. Oh. Plenty. Let's go for the deepest. There we go. Got a pot there. Yeah. My original plan was to have a Doulahan, a female Doulahan, which I might do in the future, but for right now, it just feels way too, like, I need to redesign the armor. I need to... Why is there red eyes down there? That's concerning. But I'd need to redesign the armor. I'd need to have, whale. You horrify me. You are so large. Please don't capsize my boat. Yeah, if I wanted a female version of my Doulahan, I'd need to redesign the armor. And it wouldn't look that, if I wanted to keep it more like in style of being kind of realistic armor, that it would just be like a different, like a pumpkin head with like eyeliner on it, which isn't exactly interesting by any means. So I'll probably have the Chimera be the femme version, and my pumpkin one being my usual form. How's that going to work in lore? Good question. The person who's writing the lore should probably know this. Do they, though? No. My lore is basically just... I was human. I'm not anymore. Funny how that works. That's it. No, it's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit. What was I thinking? The two characters I'll be using. And lore-wise, I don't know how it's gonna work personally, but I know in general I'll probably have it to where so my idea for lore is strange. Basically, Doulahan or pumpkin originally was just like a normal knight or a normal Doulahan for a while, but then due to them oh god, due to like them finding this armor and then dying with this armor on, they became a Doulahan, and then years down the line they lose the armor, or not lose the armor, they lose their head, they lose their horse, and they lose I think that, yeah, just lose their head and their horse. And that kind of had like a triggering effect to making it where they like fulfilled a prophecy or filled something that made them able to become the Pumpkin King. Basically, the armor originally was for that specific reason of finding someone who could fill the shoes of the Pumpkin King. But since that was the original use of the armor, or the purpose of that armor, it kind of, they had to fulfill like certain, what it'd be called, they basically have to fulfill would it be pass a test or fulfill, not a prophecy, what would it be called? Requirement, that's it. They have to fill certain requirements to become the Pumpkin King, to kind of earn that honor of becoming them. Because becoming the Pumpkin King, it does have useful things, and you don't really want someone who, useful things, they have responsibilities and power that goes along with those responsibilities. And you don't really want some hack to have that type of power. So the Fae pretty much put together a way to find the Pumpkin King. Because before, they didn't have someone for Autumn, for the Autumn Court. Eyeless, mindless, driven by only desire to consume. Purpose stated many times over. A purpose satiated many times before. Didn't mean to do that. What was it? Because before they didn't have someone who would fill the shoes of the Pumpkin King. All they had was the Summer Court. Is it a photographer? This is the photographer. I need to drink some water. What? No. Hello? Sorry, would you step out of the way for a moment? You're in my shot. Move aside. A few seconds later, the photographer sighs. Exasperation, mutters to herself. No, this simply won't do. What's the matter? The angle of the line of this line is all wrong. I'll never get close up. I'll never get a close-up shot of anything with this. And the others, I fear, were overboard. Were lost overboard. He sighs again, looks off into the west. I was sailing from Stellar Basin, you see. Was squeezing my boat through narrow gaps between two islands, and then I crashed into some coral. I thought I heard something in the water behind me, so I dared to stop. If you were able to retrieve this lens. If you're able to retrieve this lens for me. Ah, let me see. Rummaging through a few belongings, survived the trip. I have a spare camera here. I won't need it, and you're welcome to it if you find those lenses. Mark it on your map. I think I lost them. Of where I think I lost them. But, it's been about an hour. I'm gonna quickly fill up my water bottle and come back to y'all. And we're back. Okay. Mm-hmm. What was I talking about? Oh, lore stuff. Yeah, my idea... No, I have a cargo full of fish. I need to get back there as fast as possible. My idea for... Oh. Whoops. My idea for the lore... put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. I don't know what that was, but I don't feel comfortable anymore. Yeah, last shave. I did that. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Oh, lore. Sorry, I was scared by something in the ocean. Who knew? Plug and talk? No. Shipyard. Mm-hmm. Hmm. So for my lore idea, or my lore that I'm planning on, I don't know, I'll probably turn that into a comic eventually. The lore that I have in my mind is that I mentioned that the armor, what was it? Where's that damn thing? Pursuits. All right, the armor idea. My idea is that the armor was kind of made to find someone to fill the role of the Pumpkin King. And who is the Pumpkin King in my context? The Pumpkin King is basically the Pumpkin King in this sense is the king of the Autumn Court of the Fey realm, which that's a lot of ofs. Put simply, Jax is the king of the Autumn Season Court in the Fey realm. And with his authority, they kind of make up. They're kind of the bridge between summer and winter, the time between kind of a psychopomp, someone who is kind of bridge between life and death. This kind of makes them very well. This kind of makes them very useful for certain things. And it puts them in standing. Not standing. So the whole theme is very much a life and death. The bridge between life and death. Someone who is or was the turning point, the harvest season kind of thing. A time when you sit down, relax, I believe Jax is going to be very much the type of. So his, I'm not doing this well. Cases washed up on against the shore. The bar split open, lost the contents of the waves. Valuables. Photography equipment. There we go. Hmm. I hear something bad. Don't know what that is, but I am running. Take me a dock, 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 take me to dock, take me to dock. Ooh. You like Wendy's? Kinda. It's not my favorite, but I'll eat it. Oh, you have the lenses? I do hope they've not been damaged by the salt water. They've been damaged by salt water, definitely. When... You're fucking hilarious. Anyways. She takes the case... This takes from you and inspects each lens carefully. They seem mostly unharmed, nothing that some careful polishing can't redeem, at least. As promised, you should take the spare camera lens. Yeah, the lenses is nothing special, but should allow you to capture some good shots. If you wanted some advice, local wildlife to photograph, just say a word. Tell me about the large fish. Suspect you're more knowledgeable, particular area than I am. A few shark species around here, most notably huge whale sharks, tend to prefer warmer waters and around shelter basin. They're completely harmless, as I'm sure you know, but be careful around them. You don't want the propeller to cause them any injury. About mammals, well, relatively scarce, I believe. The cetacean, that the whales and such can be found in the deeper waters around here. You might be lucky enough to find a bottlenose deer, killer whales. They've been known to swim aside boats. As for the larger whales, I heard humpbacks, sperm whales, and the odd blue whale have been sighted in this area. It's fun. It doesn't surprise me to hear that their numbers have dwindled with the Igndfell's whaling endeavors. Hopefully their population will recover in time. Anything else? Tell me about birds. You hear quite a wide variety of birdsong from the islands, though I suspect they'll be too small to spot from your boat. There should be a few species, gulls, ravens, loitering around more active docks looking for a morsel of food. The ruins of Devil's Spine are host to a breeding pair of seahawks. You're bound to hear them call each other, though they're quite elusive. Anything else? Reptiles. I'm glad you asked. There are not many reptiles. Not many consider reptiles when you think of the ocean. Longer head turtles are most common sight in temperate waters. in the Maros and Gale Coast, though they can be hard to spot in the water. When it comes to larger reptiles, they don't get bigger than saltwater crocodiles, mangroves, and twisted strand. The mangroves of twisted strand. They're a perfect environment for them. Anything else? Nope. That's fun. The problem is I have 2 crabs. Popular for eating. Stale. Okay. Oh, that's fun. It actually stops time. Um, So, as I was saying for the lore backstory, so the armor kind of picks who's going to be the new Pumpkin King, and when you become the new Pumpkin King or the So as I was saying, when you become the Pumpkin King or any of the chosen appointed for the Fae Court, since the Fae realm kind of sits outside of the normal space, what was it? But since the Fae realm kind of sits outside of normal space and time, basically what happens is that instead of just this version of you getting this, not power up, this getting appointed, it's every single iteration of you that's in the multiverse. Yes, I'm making it more complicated by putting my setting into a multiversal setting. I do quite understand that. But since your soul kind of gets collapsed down into one, your multiversal, like, how do I put it? Your existence, instead of being existing in multiple different instances of a multiverse, you pretty much get collapsed down into one constant, making the Pumpkin King you see now being one that is kind of built up from multiple different versions, or all the versions of them. And this idea came to me just because I think it'd be interesting. And it kind of lends into the more, the Fae realm being kind of this outside thing that's not, like, similar to anything else. The real wreck around here is the settlement in Gale Cliff. Brothers detached us moving over to those cliffs a year ago. I suspect he's regretting his decision now. The devil. Anything else? Not heard anything strange in the area. Some time ago, after the last whale was in, there was a sudden exodus from the Gale Cliffs. Exodus. Dozens of ships sailed past to pack up and hurry away north as fast as they could. They were waving and shouting something at us. From their boats. We couldn't make it out. Never did see or hear from them since. Anything else? What can you tell me of Ingfell? Ingfell used to be a whaling town. Emphasis used to be. We'd go out and bring carcasses. It'd bring in a carcass, and then the rest of the town would get to work. Then the whales got scarce. some 20 years ago, and now look at us, barely scraping by for a few candles. Anything else? No. What is it? Do you have need? Do you need help with anything? I've been trying to prepare a special meal for my partner, but I've been having some issues. Around here we consider aged roger eel to be a particular delicacy. You may say they're rotting, but they're delicious if prepared correctly. Normally we bury them in the ground and allow them to mature, but our dogs keep digging them up and eating them. I can't raise the subject without spoiling the surprise. Can you bring me aged eel? Yes. Thank you. You'll be directly compensated. Anything else? Many years ago, cliffs used to be a haven for smugglers and pirates, and legends tell 2 pirate lords used Gale Cliff as their hideout. Supposedly, they got into a disagreement and a huge battle was fought around the south side of the cliff. There are certainly a large number of wrecks in the area. Did you know that Germany first invented organic water? You're a fucking genius. Anyways, large number of wrecks in that area. Both sides were completely destroyed. The treasure hoards left abandoned and unclaimed to this day. I dare say that'd be worth a lot if anyone knew where to find them. Anything else? Did you know any odd characters around these parts? I heard the tale of Mengrid. He was an old whaler from these parts. Whalers got more scarce and crews spent longer and longer. Whales became more scarce, longer trying to find them. Let's see, trying to find Mengrin seems wasn't cut out for this. He's from an unnatural attachment to a scroll he found. He formed an unnatural attachment to a scroll he found on one of these trips. He says the scroll told him to become immortal, or how to become immortal. Eating mutated fish. People started calling him Mengrid the fisherman. One day, town awoke to find all the boats and nets and lines had been slashed in the night. Old Mengrid was nowhere to be found, nor had been seen since. Anything else? We catch our fish. We catch our fish ourselves. Here, we don't have much need for buying any. But their merchants travel around, and she usually is anchored across the bay. She buys and sells almost anything. She does repairs too. Anything else? No. Hmm. Maybe in the shallows? Okay, maybe I do need to figure out what the hell Mengrid seal are. Or Conger eel. Habit holes burrowed within the cliffs and shallows. Imagine they fished out around the edges, so you may need to venture into the passageways of the cliff itself to find them. Did I mention they only come out at night? No, you fucking asshole. I believe they hide during the day. Good luck. Anything else? Fine. Yeah, so the story with why there's a new character, the Chimera Jax. They share a name with the pumpkin, which is kind of intentional, because they are the same person, but when that whole compression of souls was happening, or compression of personalities was happening, theirs got kind of tainted or changed in such a way that made them unable to pair with the main body. Which, while useful in many cases, I suppose, it also means that they're a distinct entity from the king, which made the king very intrigued. The Dullahan was very intrigued by the idea of having a piece of them that is not them, but is somehow. It's a very odd scenario. It's kind of the, what would you call it? The, not the boat with Theseus, but the idea that something can be changed and still remain similar, but not similar. That's what I'm kind of going with. that's the lore reason for the different character that I'll be making. That'll go along with my normal Houlihan character. Which I am interested to see how that pans out in the future. An old man emerges from nearby broken building and hobbles towards you. Ah, greetings. Don't have many visitors around here. What is it that you need? It doesn't seem safe. Why do you live here? I've been definitely holding out here for quite some time. Truth be told, I've been considering my position here lately. I've been happy here for a long time. My wife had such a beautiful life until the collapse. I'm alone, cut off by an island, left only with these trembling rocks on all sides. Can I help you move? Not that simple. My brother would never, you see. I used to live in Ingfell. My brother was a whaler back in the day. Things were bad. We fought a lot, mostly about our parents' inheritance. Our parents' inheritance should be divvied. We were in the prime foolishness of our youth. When my wife and I decided to move here, I took the family crest and stole it from him. After this and all this time, I can't return without it. Where is it? That's where the problem lies. After the collapse, that creature dragged debris from the houses down into wretched burrows. The crest went down with it. It's lost cause it's a lost cause, I know, but you know where to find it. But if you know where to find it, it's a large whalebone crest that would mean the world to me. I'll look for it. Thank you, but please be careful. Ah, fuck. Hull damaged. Asshole. And it's 60. I don't know why that happened, but okay. Sorry about that. Fish is an asshole. Oh shit, that river was lightning. That's fun. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I do sometimes work. Fucking hell, I got the too big. Writing that lore, at least a little bit. I haven't written like a lot of lore for my stuff. Like I haven't actually written down like what I want everything to do and what everything wants to look like. Um, but I have a general idea of what I'm kind of looking for. I do kind of worry that I've made too much lore. Well, not made too much. I feel like I've made too intricate of lore. Like oftentimes with VTuber stuff, they tend to make lore that's like way too big for what they're doing. And I'll be honest, I do kind of see that whenever I do kind of see that feeling. Whenever I kind of look at it and like start talking about my lore. Hmm. To be fair, I also do think that like VTuber lore, it's kind of just a way for the creator to be like, yeah, I want to have fun. I want to make something. I want to make something kind of personal. So in that sense, it is kind of personal. I like the theming of change and that being something that could be so different that not even like alternate universes of you are the same. It's because, well, yeah, I suppose that does make sense. It's just like, I like the idea of, that alternate universes of you are connected in some intrinsic way that I feel like would be an interesting writing prompt. So while they are different from you in many, many ways, they are still you at the base root. The soul is still you. Just because things changed, it still is you. And I like the idea of playing with that idea of what if that intrinsic collection that you have with alternate versions of you is not severed, but changed to such a point that makes you so different. Maybe pretty much branch off into something else. You are no longer Jax. You are now someone else named Jax with a similar soul, like a brother almost, or a son. So I think that'd be interesting to kind of play with that idea of being different but similar in many, many ways that makes you you. And what would that mean for someone to be changed so psychologically that they've basically separated from what originally, from their original parts? How would that work out? What type of change would they need to make? Camera, please work with me. Those are stingrays. There you are. Ah, fuck. Son of a bitch. And the last save. Great. I guess that's filled up. Fucking hell. And plus, it gives me an excuse to kind of have two different characters, so that works out. There we go. It's much better with the controls. Um, hmm. So the Chimera character that I'm going to be using in the future and getting PNGs of and art of, they're kind of custom from normal Chimeras. I had some fun building them. I'll be interested to see other people's thoughts on them. Because I've already gotten a little bit of art of them, but it's just a headshot. It was just a headshot of... I can't get there in time. Yeah, I might be able to. Amber glue holds shattered fragment deep, a deep color cracked from the pressure. Yeah, of course. It will be fun to see what happens in the future, though. Who knows? Maybe they'll become a hit. I hope so. Or at least hope that people will like my new characters, my new art, my new ideas. 500. How much do I have? 400. Fishmonger. Sell this fish. 99. So bitch. Do I have anything to sell? I could sell this. There we go. I can now upgrade my boat. L2 upgrade. Configure slots. What are we going for? 2 hours, 25. I think I'll call that a night. Alright. Oh. Well, it was fun. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. All lovely people. Be safe. Have a wonderful night. I know times are tough, but just remember, you have a pumpkin on the internet rooting for you. Much love, and you're always welcome in my pumpkin patch. Be safe.